Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Tuesday, November 11th, 2014. Okay, yesterday's announcements. Right. Today's announcements. Right. Okay, moving on. Across the pond in Asia, we're looking mixed right now, even with Alibaba doing pretty good. In Europe, they are bullish. I'm sorry, bullish across the board. Also, should my daughter elope or have a big wedding? Yes, definitely talk her into eloping. And then there's some news here about Chipotle and whether their food is addictive or something. I'm not exactly sure what they're talking about there. And this is a biggie, the whole thing with Obama yesterday coming out with this. He wants to institute net neutrality. Now that has been dead and rejected for many, many years. I don't know, many years, 2 to 3 years, something like that. I'm not sure exactly where I first heard about net neutrality, but it's not a good thing for, it's the government basically taking over the internet, and we definitely do not want that here in the U.S. I think that they're trying to say that the internet is a right, and they're going to write it into the Bill of Rights or something. I don't know, but anyway, it's not a right. It's commerce. It's information. It's keep your hands out of it, for crying out loud. Okay, let's get right on over to the futures here in the U.S. I would call this a flat opening. Slightly positive. Gold is down again. Silver would practically be paying you to take silver pretty soon if it keeps going down. Oil is at $76.98. The price of gas is down to, what did I see last night? Was it? Geez, I can't even remember. 380 or something like that, or maybe I don't know. It's really cheap, really cheap. And the dollar and the euro, these two numbers are looking pretty solid, kind of hanging in there the same. I think this $1.24 looks pretty familiar to me almost every day. And here I was trying to look at volume. And I've always had this total volume here, but that's only for the New York Stock Exchange. So I found this symbol here, total volume, and it's all U.S. exchanges. So and I was interested to see what's been going on with volume, because tomorrow, or today actually, is going to be a very, very, I would say, a low volume day. So let's take a look at a chart here, and I'm going to link this. Okay, so here's the total volume for all U.S. exchanges, and that number is in millions. So we're talking about, that's millions, that's billions, so 11 trillion. Is that what we're looking at here for a high? But overall, I would have to say that if I was to draw a trend line, at least since September, I would say that volume is increasing, wouldn't you? Let's back out here and see if we can get a blurred eye view. So maybe it's not increasing, because it looked pretty heavy the beginning of the year too. So definitely was heavy in October, and then it's just kind of dropped off. I thought that was interesting, but what I wanted to really look at was to see what's going to happen with the volume today. So if I remember, we'll take a look at it tomorrow. Okay. Let's see. what else? There was something else that I wanted to look at too. I looked at doing an iron condor, and let's going to go to Analyze tab here. Who is it on? I had an iron condor down for Netflix. Alright, so here's the one that I did a simulated trade on yesterday, and I locked in the prices here. Let's take a look at expiration, which is December. Alright, that's where we are. It's December, normal December expiration. That's when these expire. And I did them with a less than a 20 delta. So if you take a look here at, we're looking at 350 and 425. I think I'm going to need all here, 350 and 425. So at 350, wow, they have a lot of strikes here. 350 right now has a delta of 18, and 425 has a delta of 19. So I picked the next strike down below a 20 delta, and that's where I ended up. Here was 425 and 350. So I wanted to see how this works out. Right off the bat, it costs money. It shouldn't be that way, but it did. It was actually down 35. And that's pretty much because it was late in the day yesterday when I did it. That's pretty much where it was when I did it, and that's pretty much where it closed. So we're looking at making $2.70 a day. So already, though, we need this to accelerate because let's make sure that we're here where we belong. I'm going to reset parameters, reset slices. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that everything was re-zeroed out here. So we're at 32. Looks like we probably made that 278. And this is going to increase each day. So if we move our probability date to next week, then we're almost at break even, provided price doesn't move either way and everything else remains the same. And let's move to the first Tuesday in December. Then we're up $50, provided we're right here. Our break-evens are at 365 and 406. So that's taking a big chance that Netflix is going to pretty much stay right where it's at. Let's go back here and reset this. You can see that we are within one standard. We are right at one standard deviation here. The shaded part is one standard deviation, and we're right at it with our break-evens at expiration, or our shorts. No, it's not our shorts. Our shorts are right here. So our break-evens at expirations is these 2 points here on both sides. This lighter blue shaded area is one standard deviation. Just in case you're ever wondering. I mean, if you watch Tasty Trade or anything like that, they talk about one standard deviation a lot. And it depends on what the period of time is. So they're figuring as a standard it's going to could deviate this much over this period of time. And as you get closer to expiration, let's say the Monday before expiration, then your standard deviation from this price is much smaller. This is historically based on volatility, how much it moves. There's a whole bunch of math in here. I'm not a math guy, so I'll leave that where it is. I struggled through school with math. Anyway, So that is a little bit of a explanation there. All right, so let's jump into our A plus list. We didn't look at the big four. We won't look at the big four today. There we go. All right, so here is Apple. So we had, just right off the bat, we were looking at doing a 20 delta on Apple, and the reason why is it looks like it was going to be rolling over, and I think it is. We weren't getting confirmation on the MACD. Thank you very much, MACD, for keeping us out of this trade. All right, so could have done a bull put on it, and over time, you know, it would probably work out depending on what strike we would have ended up with and on what day, because price is just not moving. But I would rather not take that kind of risk. The MACD is telling me that there's momentum leaving, and that's pretty obvious. So we stay out. All right, let's take a look at Amazon. Also yesterday I entered Baidu and LinkedIn, so we'll take a look at those when we get to them. Amazon, you make me nervous, but we're in the top here of a cycle, and hopefully we hook back down today. Another opportunity? Maybe we can add to it with an expiration for next week. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to put it on my list for today. Unlike Alibaba, I don't know, there's some sort of shopping holiday or something, I think, in China. Yesterday I just skimmed the headlines, and that's where it's like Cyber Monday. Let's see what they say about Amazon on Cyber Monday, the Monday after Thanksgiving. Moving on, Boeing. Do we have anything going on with Boeing yesterday? Yeah, we said that we were looking to do a bull put on this, and MACD kept us out. We thank our lucky stars for that. One more day? Let's do one more day. Just in case it pops today, we don't want to miss out on it. Baba, oh yes, it is screaming. Really? Oh yeah, that's all I get here. It hasn't been trading that long. Definitely on a roll. Buy a call. You know, maybe I'll just buy a call on Baba, since it's not giving us a high probability entry. If we were to do that, let's take a look here. What expiration? Well, we don't want to lose too much time value, but at the same time, we don't want to spend a whole heck of a lot of money. So if we were to go to this December, buy a call at around a 50 delta, it would cost us $900. Yep, it would cost us $900. Then it'd have to go to 124 to break even at expiration. But here, something's goofy here. There we go. I don't know about that. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to buy a call, I don't think. I'd have to go deeper in the money, and maybe with a closer expiration or something. I'm not sure exactly what I would do with that. Let's take a look at Baidu. Baidu, we entered with a 50 delta trade yesterday, and it actually did it move? Does it say here? Yeah, it did move above the strike finally. So we're up 15 bucks on that one. So we're in on BIDU. Sorry, let me... stupid bubble here. I do like to see that price bubble. It'll be gone tomorrow. Today. Hopefully it'll move to the today's candle. But you get the picture. Chipotle. Yeah, read up on Chipotle. Find out if they are putting something in their food to make it addictive. I don't know if that's what the article is about or not. Chipotle, we are not seeing anything here. Too much consolidation going on right now. It may be setting itself up for another move in the bearish direction. Costco. Laughing at myself a lot today, aren't I? Costco, we're waiting for it to come down and give us an entry. Take a look at the Dow right quick. New high. All right, yawn. Gold. Up and down. So we have a person pivot here saying, get in. Because it's going down. I can't believe that it's going to go down anymore. I'm going to ignore that. Okay, Google, we're coming up here. Google quite possibly might be setting up for an entry with a bear call for a 20 delta. Let's wait one more day. Maybe I'll take a look at it. I'm going to put a little note in my head to take a look at it later today. All right, LinkedIn, we jumped in on that yesterday. We got our second day of the stochastic. We got our hook on the MACD. We got a nice move up. Let's continue on. Both the BIDU and LinkedIn are 50 deltas with expiration this Friday. On my favorite trade, well, my favorite trade date actually is Wednesday for 50 deltas, but Tuesday is my second favorite. All right, let's take a look at NDX. All right, NDX was also thinking about doing a iron condor on it. I did do a simulated trade on it. Let's take a look at it here. And I actually shaded this chart here to indicate these are my short strikes. So it's not the break even, it's the short strikes. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Here it is on the Analyze tab. We are going to keep an eye on this. This is a nice $445 on this. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. No, $345 at risk, or I mean possible gain, and 600. So it's like a 2-to-1 risk to reward trade. Not bad. Not really not all that bad. If we change our probability dates at 12/19, we I didn't pick these. These were a little bit better than a 20 delta. I thought that I was tighten these up a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on that one and see how it works out. And I may shade this Amazon. I think it was Amazon, right? I may shade the Amazon trade the same way. NDX. We're on NDX. No, it wasn't Amazon. Who was it, you guys? BIDU? No? Huh. Oh, it was Netflix. Yeah. So I may shade Netflix the same way. So let's take a look at Netflix. This is the way I shaded it. I did the price slices. So what you can do here is go to over here and say set slices to charts, and then click on that, and it'll put your break evens on the chart along with your current price. So that's what we have here. So I can mess around with that. Alright, nothing going otherwise on Netflix. If we go and look at them on our normal chart, looking for a possible trade here. Not seeing anything. There's a lot of price consolidation. I'm not excited about even a 20 delta on this. Just doesn't do anything for me. Let's take a look at Priceline. Priceline trying to make up its mind what it really wants to do here. So we're going to let it talk to us some more. Not done listening to Priceline. Okay, took a pass on RUT. As far as I'm concerned, MACD kept me out. And although it had a real nice surge at the end of the day, didn't really prove anything during the day. So it looked shaky. SPX, we're almost done. Any day now, SPX. There we go. Not giving us an entry. Tesla. Same thing here. No direction right now. Too much consolidation. And last but not least, we have Visa. We're looking for a 20 delta down here. And we may have to wait a while. Possibly. I don't know. Look at this. The hull actually popped above here. That's interesting. That happens frequently, actually. So that is it for today. We have Amazon, 20 deltas on Amazon with a bear call and Boeing with a bull put. And then we talked about maybe buying a call on Alibaba, but I'm not really sure that I'm interested in that. And then just for fun, I want to take a look at Google later today. So that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.